Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Royal Rumble match. The rules are as follows. 30 men will enter in a randomly selected order. One man will walk out the victor after all 29 others have been eliminated. Eliminations can only occur when a participant has been thrown over the top rope and both feet touch the floor. The winner of the Royal Rumble will be granted a world title shot against either World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns or ILW Champion Andrade in the main event of WrestleMania!
Thank you, Nate, for the introduction for the Royal Rumble match, and it looks like we're going to start the biggest match of the year off with a bang. We have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, into number one, and boy does he have a lot to trying to prove, I should say, that he deserves to be on top, that he deserves to be ILW World Heavyweight Champion or ILW Champion. And the man who gets to start the match off with, former Bullet Club member in his own right, Kenny Omega. Now, these two men have faced off in various matchups throughout the years, whether it's in ILW, whether it's for New Japan, whether it's for Ring of Honor. I am ecstatic to see these two men lock horns in the biggest matchup of the year. You know, the Royal Rumble, personally my favorite match of the year. Anticipation is high. Who walks out of the Royal Rumble and goes to get the main event shot at WrestleMania? And you gotta think, we know who the champions are. Andrade retained in the triple threat match. Roman Reigns retained as well. These two men, Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes, and then we have 28 others who are fighting for that spot. And this is the first time in Royal Rumble history we have no clue who any of the entrants are coming in. And I think that just makes the intrigue of this match so much more. You know, usually a Rumble, for the Royal Rumble, the biggest intrigue is the surprises. Who we're going to get, who's going to come back, things like that. This year, every entrant is a surprise, just to make it that much better. Kenny Omega throwing Cody over the top rope already. Kenny looking to get the upper hand, possibly eliminate Rhodes. Rhodes not having any of it. But Kenny Omega fighting back, the heart and spirit of Kenny Omega showing through. Can we go for the V-trigger? Goes over the top rope, able to skin the cat. Snapdragon suplex, planning Cody Rhodes, and who will enter number 3. The Rumble clock counts down, and it's Ricochet. A man that, you know, his agility alone could get him all the way to the end. Get him, you know, to the main event of WrestleMania. Can we see Ricochet, you know, fight all the way through, defeat 29 others? Right now, Rhodes hitting a little flip-flop and fly in the middle of the ring, interrupted by Ricochet with that springboard clothesline coming in the ring hot. Ricochet goes through the middle rope, catching the midsection of Kenny Omega, goes for a hurricanrana. Ricochet reverses. Kenny goes over for that bulldog, but Ricochet able to fight out of it. Spin kick to the side of the head of Cody Rhodes. Ricochet, though, being too flashy, playing to the audience, and got hit with Crossroads. And gives an Alabama slam to Kenny Omega. Ricochet, I don't know how he's back up on his feet. Rhodes, Ricochet, trading blows. Ricochet flipping stunner, or cutter, I should say, out of the corner. And Pentagon, the return of Penta to ILW. This man and his brother have been former tag team champion. He's a former Impact champion. Lucha Underground champion. What can we expect from Penta in the Royal Rumble? Entering number 4, face-to-face with Kenny Omega. These two men fought off against each other in one of the most revolutionary indie events of all time, All In, and now they're in the Royal Rumble. But Ricochet attempts to cut that off. Penta able to sell him short with that backstabber. Penta able to reverse. But Rhodes from behind cuts Penta off. Goes for the back body drop. Penta able to slide back over. Super kick to the gut. Kick to the face. And Penta sends Cody off the ropes, over the top. Rhodes able to hang on. Penta step up enziguri. Now Ricochet with that shooting star press to standing Penta. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Drew McIntyre is arriving at number 5 to break the dreams of the 4 other competitors that are inside that ring. Could we see Drew McIntyre be the man to take on either Roman Reigns or Andrade? Ricochet bringing the fight to Drew before he can even get all the way in the ring, but Drew McIntyre is having none of it. Headbutt to Ricochet. Throws Ricochet up in the air, catches him with an angle-like slam. Penta in the corner. Drew McIntyre goes for a big splash. Penta able to get out of the way. Goes for the Penta driver, but Drew floats over the back. Chops Penta. Sounds like a shotgun going off inside the arena here. Kenny with that knee to the face of Drew McIntyre. But Drew takes out both Kenny Omega and Penta. Catches Rhodes out of the Cody Cutter. But Rhodes sends McIntyre over the top rope. Then feet have not touched the rope. Have not touched the ground, and McIntyre able to make it back in the ring. And guys, the action is everywhere. Nobody's been eliminated yet. I spoke too soon. Dragon suplex sends Ricochet to the outside by Kenny Omega. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the return of the Rated R superstar, Edge. Cody waiting for Edge to get in the ring, but Kenny sends him over the top rope. Cody still not hitting the ground yet. Edge goes under. Execution. Drew McIntyre looked to be going for a Claymore, but Edge able to counter with the spear. Edge hits Penta with a spear as well. Cody Rhodes coming to get some offense on Edge. Going for crossroads. Edge able to reverse into that reverse DDT, I should say, and gets caught with a V-trigger. Guys, the action is hot. It's everywhere. It's hard to call. All these men fighting for the right to be in the main event of WrestleMania, and Drew McIntyre is just eating these chops and strikes by Kenny Omega, but Kenny did not eat that headbutt. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, I can't believe it, making his ILW debut, the Sandman, entering through the crowd, kendo stick in hand, beer in hand, bashing the beer can on his stall, drinking some beer before he gets in the ring, and Drew McIntyre is poised, ready to go. McIntyre asking for it. Drew gets hit with that kendo stick by the Sandman. Sandman laying it in. And that Sandman locks in that Russian leg sweep, aided by that Singapore cane. But Penta cuts the Sandman's dreams short with that clothesline, sending him outside. McIntyre looks agitated, but him and Penta eye to eye. Edge is over the top rope, not eliminated yet. Penta decides to super kick Rhodes instead of fighting Drew McIntyre, who he had his eyes on, and he paid the price. But Edge, off the top rope, takes out McIntyre himself. And ladies and gentlemen, the Intercontinental Champion, one member of the Four Horsemen, that's right, Bobby Roode, glorious as ever. Before he even steps in the ring, he's already trying to eliminate Rhodes. And ladies and gentlemen, Edge has been thrown over the top rope by Drew McIntyre. Bobby Roode has not been in the ring yet, but gets claymored and sent down to the floor. He is not eliminated. He had never made it inside the ring. Penta and Rhodes hitting Drew McIntyre with a double suplex. Kenny able to jump over, hit that bulldog. And Bobby Roode with that double A-like spine buster. But Kenny Omega has V-triggers for everybody. And now he has, Omega has Rhodes up for the one-winged angel. And now normally that's when it would be a wrap. Kenny though takes his eyes off the prize, goes for Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode just eliminated Kenny by God Omega. And Drew McIntyre throws Bobby Roode across the ring with that over the head belly to belly. And Carmelo Hayes, he believes he is him, and now he is live here. Drew McIntyre, middle of the ring, goes to get Carmelo Hayes, but Carmelo hits Bobby with the crossbody. Drew with the tornado DDT. Super kick to Rhodes. Goes for possibly a brainbuster. Rhodes able to counter it. Suplex face buster of his own, but gets caught with a backstabber by Penta. Ladies and gentlemen, the action is fast, high paced, and that was a glorious DDT by Bobby Roode on to Penta. Carmelo Hayes has to be careful with those over-the-top antics. He could eliminate himself if he is not careful. Goes for a code breaker onto Bobby Roode, but Bobby Roode hits him with that Death Valley driver, and Roode gets hit with another Claymore for his troubles. And now we see KO, a man who's turned to the dark side, turned on Sami Zayn, and has aligned himself with the Elite. What do you think Kevin Owens has in store for us tonight? You see Carmelo Hayes recovering in the corner, Penta recovering in the other corner. Eye to eye with Cody Rhodes, throws Rhodes up for a pop-up powerbomb and plants him. Carmelo Hayes gets hit with a stunner, and Penta goes for the Canadian or Mexican Destroyer and gets hit. Dropped on his neck. And now KO looks to eliminate Drew McIntyre and possibly Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode able to slide into that bottom rope, but Drew McIntyre wasn't as lucky. Rhodes went for a disaster kick. Kevin Owens, guys, is on fire in this Royal Rumble until he gets stopped by that knee of Carmelo Hayes. And we mentioned Sami Zayn, and look who comes out next. The man that KO betrayed to align himself with the Young Bucks. Sami Zayn, right there, he is back. And you got to think he is looking for redemption when it comes to Kevin Owens. Penta tries to eliminate Hayes while he's not paying attention, and KO is in the middle of the ring, waiting on Sami Zayn. Owens doesn't wait for Sami Zayn to get all the way in the ring. German suplex by KO. KO not playing any games with Sami Zayn. Dropping him on the knee, the back of the head on the knee, and now picks Zayn up for a powerbomb. No, Owens. Onto the ring apron, over the top rope. Sami Zayn looks to be out. The referee currently checking on Zayn. He's throwing. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn might be seriously injured. Referee is calling for a medic. KO looks pleased with himself, but gets caught with the super kick. We will do our best to keep you updated on Sami Zayn. It looks like they're going to try to get him to the back. Check on him. He is still not moving. With Carmelo Hayes in the middle of the ring, taking it to the likes of Cody Rhodes, Penta. Cody with the Cody Cutter on Carmelo Hayes, though. And Bobby Roode stops all the momentum, but Cody was able to build. Oh my goodness. The path of destruction, ladies and gentlemen, I believe has just started inside this Royal Rumble. Bane. He made his return to ILW just a couple months ago. Absolutely destroyed Seth Rollins at Fight Night. Had a match with Rollins. Absolutely obliterated Rollins there. And now Bobby Roode trying to escape from that. Tries to roll out of the second rope and gets caught by Bane. And now Bane, path of destruction, throws Rhodes up into a power slam. Bane gets super kicked, but literally eats it. Carmelo Hayes looking to get a piece of Bane, but Bane throws Carmelo Hayes at Kevin Owens, and Bane hits a pounce, sends Penta all the way to the rampway. Bane now picks Bobby Roode up and hits that backbreaker. You gotta think Bobby Roode might be out after something of that nature, and Will Ospreay makes his return to an ILW ring. It's been a while since we've seen Ospreay, former pure champion, taken down by Hangman Adam Page. Getting ready. Ospreay hits that springboard. Phenomenal like forearm KO with the stunner. Rhodes with the crossroads. Could that be it for Bane? A hidden blade. Everybody, all hands on deck, trying to take out Bane. Cody directing traffic. Ospreay, Owens, Rhodes taking it to Bane right now. Bane able to power out. Carmelo Hayes looks to be going for like a poison Rana. Reverse Alabama slam on the top rope sends Carmelo Hayes crashing out under my desk here. Owens smart chop block to the knee of Bane, followed up by a Saito suplex. Ospreay looking to take advantage of Kevin Owens being distracted. Step up, Enziguri to the side of the head. Rhodes going for another crossroads. Connects on Owens. Ospreay, Tiger Driver, on to Bane, and who do we have next? John Cena making his way into the Royal Rumble. And ladies and gentlemen, you gotta think, if Cena walks out of here, we could be seeing that alluded 17th time. Ospreay, Cena, a matchup you never thought you'd see. Cena sending Ospreay off the rope. Ospreay springboard gets caught into an attitude adjustment planted by John Cena, but John Cena gets hit with a torpedo headbutt by Bane. Bane now able to take out both Rhodes and Bobby Roode with that clothesline, but Cena saying, "Come get it." Trading blows with Bane, getting the better of Bane. Picks Bane up, back body drop. Looks to be going for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Can we see it? Cena, you can't see me bouncing off the ropes. 5-knuckle shuffle to Bane, and he's waiting on Bane to get up. He's calling for it. But KO goes for a crossbody. Cena able to catch him. Owens able to reverse into a suplex into the corner. Bane back to his feet. Clotheslines. The Intercontinental Champion out of the ring right here in front of me, and Bobby Roode looks upset, but I don't think he's going to fight back too hard when that man Bane is on the other side of the ring. KO calling out Bane, telling Bane to bring it. KO pushes Bane off. Super kick by Roode. Stunner by Owens. Crossroads by Bane. KO cannonball into the corner to Will Ospreay. John Cena hits that neck breaker onto Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring. Owens with that moonsault. And Cena hits the code red. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is going to be the next entrant? And it's big. Bronson Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed his Bloodsport matchup against Brody King, go check it out. These two men absolutely destroyed each other. Cena was poised waiting on Reed, but gets caught with a hidden blade. And now Bronson Reed looking to go after Ospreay. Ospreay springs off the ropes and gets caught with a burning hammer by Bronson Reed. Reed throws Cody into the corner, but now we got Bronson Reed and Bane face to face. Bane takes off the vest. It's showtime. Two big men about to absolutely tear it down. Trading strikes. Both men go for a headbutt at the same time. Cena looking for a double springboard stunner. Bane, Bronson catching choke slam. Double choke slam by Bronson Reed and Kane. Bronson Reed and Bane. Reed able to hit that big belly to belly on Bane. Takes down Kevin Owens. Ospreay. Rhodes fighting in the corner. Rhodes on them stairs. Ospreay saw danger, flipped over. Reed hits that kick to the side of the head. But now we have some unscripted violence in the form of our current ILWPOD champion, Mr. John Moxley, looking throughout the arena to see what nook or cranny he's going to appear from. And there he is, coming through the crowd, right up the stairs. Uppercut in the corner by Ospreay on Bane. Big splash by Reed on Bane. And now Ospreay, Moxley locking it up in the middle of the ring. They're breaking it up. Moxley looks like he wants a fair fight against Ospreay, but Reed is having none of this showmanship. Takes down Mox. Reed gets taken out by Bane, and now Ospreay is in the clutches of Bane, but Moxley and KO, while Bane is taking care of Ospreay, are taking care of Reed, sending him outside. KO and Mox working together to get rid of the big man. And immediately start throwing hands. Moxley getting the better of Kevin Owens, sending him off the ropes. Cody Rhodes throws KO out. Stops Moxley. Looks to eliminate Mox. Throws him in the corner. Snap power slam. Rhodes is on fire but gets caught with that leg drop by John Cena. And now Cena and Bane face to face in the middle of the ring. But they're going to be interrupted by the ring general, Gunther. Gunther's been fighting and fighting for this ILW Championship for the better part of this year. Could we see Gunther walk out of the Royal Rumble and go straight after Andrade El Idolo, who pretty much stole that championship, if you think about it, from the grasp of Gunther when he cashed in on MJF. Gunther in the middle of the ring taking on the two biggest behemoths in the ring, John Cena and Bane. Ospreay kind of from out of nowhere connects with a forearm, connects with a kick. Gunther, though, able to get the upper hand, clotheslines Rhodes, power bombs Ospreay. Cena connects with that suplex, but Bane able to hit over the back, belly to back suplex. Gunther back to his feet with that Tyrannosaurus Rex drop kick, sending Bane down. Hits a hellacious lariat and follows it up with a power bomb on the Bane. And who better to try to capitalize on the punishment that Gunther just let out than this man, the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins, and he's got a vendetta against Bane. Immediately curb stomps Bane's skull into the mat, picks the limp body of Bane up, throws him over the top rope, and just like that, Rollins able to get some revenge off of Bane. Now Gunther and Rollins in the middle of the ring, trading counters. Rollins spin kick to the gut, kick to the chest. Looks like he's going for a buckle bomb. Roode gets out of the way, so Rollins is able to connect. Roode goes to get Rollins, but Rollins counters it with that ripcord knee. And now Rollins and Cena, former rivals. Rollins goes for a ripcord knee on Cena. Cena catches him, goes for the attitude adjustment. Rollins lands on his feet and hits enziguri of his own. Rollins noticed Mox and Ospreay were fighting on the outside. Eliminates both men. Cena goes to get the upper hand. Rollins' feet do not touch the ground. Now Cena and Rollins out on the apron. Rollins step up, another enziguri, but Cena clotheslines Rollins back into the ring, and both men are safe. Close call for both Cena and Rollins out there. And now Gunther is about to take it to John Cena until you hear the theme of the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart making his way into the Royal Rumble match, and I never thought I'd see it. Gunther eye to eye with Bret the Hitman Hart. Who's going to throw the first blow? Cena pushes Gunther into Bret. Picks up Gunther for the AA. Attitude adjustment in the middle of the ring. But Bret saw through the BS and hits John Cena with a pile driver. Rollins just threw Rhodes outside. Looks like Rhodes still is hanging on. But now Bret and Rollins locking up. Bret hits Rollins with the Russian leg sweep, followed up by a swinging neck breaker. Gunther able to lock in that sleeper hold, that rear naked choke. Bret able to counter with the jawbreaker. And now Cena, full head of steam, goes for Gunther. Gunther tried to reverse but gets caught with a tornado DDT. And Bret Hart able to stop the momentum of Cena with that drop kick. And now we have the apex predator of ILW, Randy Orton. And I'm sure he's got the 3 most dangerous letters in all of professional wrestling ready for those individuals inside the ring. Randy poked to the eyes to Bret Hart. RKO's Cody Rhodes. RKO's Bret Hart. Rollins going for a springboard, gets an RKO. Cena, RKO. The only ones left, Gunther. Randy goes to hit the RKO. Gunther reverses into that rear naked choke. Orton fighting for his life. Able to pick Gunther up. Going for a back body drop. Puts him over the rope. And Adam Cole, the man who took the World Heavyweight Championship from Randy Orton, makes his way to the ring. You gotta think Adam Cole's gotta be looking to get back that World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns has got the better of him. Yes, you gotta think Adam Cole believes he can take down the tribal chief. Bret and Rollins in the corner, Roode and Cena in the corner, Randy Orton waiting for Adam Cole. Adam Cole takes the double leg, throwing some blows at the Viper. Adam Cole picks up Roode. That patella knee drop. And now he's got to be looking for the Panama Sunrise. Adam Cole connects. Cody Rhodes. Cody Cutter. On to Adam Cole. And coming to the ring next is none other than the phenomenal AJ Styles. It's been a while since AJ has had championship gold within ILW. Can he walk out champion? You know, AJ Styles was champion our first WrestleMania. Does he go into WrestleMania 3 fighting for one of those championships you think he would want? Try to get back that ILW championship. We'll have to see. Right now, phenomenal forearm, looks to be ready. AJ Styles connects with Randy Orton. Cena and Gunther fighting over there in the corner. Was Cena going for a Canadian Destroyer but got caught? Gunther dropped him on his head. It's Styles. Hits the Styles Clash. And just like that, now we have the megastar, LA Knight, making his way to the Rumble. You got things looking to make a mark here in ILW, looking to become a champion. And Cena is stepping up, saying, if you want some, kid, you're going to have to take it from me. And LA Knight hits John Cena with the BFT. Roode, Knight, throwing blows. Gunther chops Adam Cole and eliminates Adam Cole right at the feet of the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Blockbuster by LA Knight on the Cody Rhodes. And the most wanted man, Nick Nemeth, makes his debut in ILW and connects with a super kick to the already eliminated Adam Cole. Nick Nemeth taking on LA Knight, hits a famouser. That's a big splash, that Stinger-like splash on the Rollins in the corner. Now sends Rollins into Gunther, who hits that power bomb. Nick, super kick to Gunther, and now Nick Nemeth, Bret the Hitman Hart, eye to eye. Bret getting the upper hand. As of right now, hits the Bulldog on to Nick. Roode looking to hit Bret Hart with the Crossroads. Wait a second, guys. The lights just went out. Rhodes was poised to hit Bret with that Crossroads, but the Stinger. Stinger's in the ring. The Icon. Sting just dropped. Cody Rhodes with that Scorpion Death Drop sends Rhodes out of the ring. And while Sting's not paying attention, while he's paying attention to Rhodes, Bret gets the upper hand. Dubs Sting out of the ring. But Rhodes and Sting trading words on the outside. What does Stinger want with the American Nightmare? Gunther getting a little taste from everybody until he reverses and gets and powerbombs. Dolph Ziggler onto the outside. I hope that doesn't end up like Sami Zayn earlier. Rollins floats over the back of Cena. Rollins have been going at it for the majority of this match. Both men now back on the outside. Trade suplex reversals. The shoulder to the back of the head of Rollins. Rollins goes for a step-up curb stomp, and Cena clips the arm, sending Rollins out. Attitude adjustment to Styles and an RKO to John Cena. Back to back to back. And now the American Dragon making his return to ILW. We haven't seen him since Bret Hart turned his back on all of us and all the fans on the American Dragon. And Bret looks like he has seen a ghost. Bryan making a beeline straight for Bret Hart. Roundhouse kick to the back of the head. German suplex planting Bret. Bret goes for a back body drop, trying to send Danielson out of the ring. Styles hits Bret with the Pele, and now Danielson, Styles locking it up Bret goes to eliminate both Styles and Danielson. Danielson hangs on. Styles is eliminated. LA Knight trying to take it to Danielson and Bret. But Danielson hits that running knee, sending LA Knight over the top rope. And the Prince, Finn Balor, he's also been chasing that ILW Championship all year long. You guys think he beat Gunther. MJF turned his back, took that championship from him, and now Balor's been chasing it all year. Gunther, the man that Balor beat last year at WrestleMania, has Danielson in that sleeper hold, and Finn Balor making his way to the top rope, a last year's Royal Rumble winner, sizing up for that coup de grace. And it connects on both Danielson and Gunther, breaking up that rear naked choke. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play the game. We haven't seen Triple H since he took on Cody Rhodes. What a return tonight at the Royal Rumble. He looked jacked, better than ever. Orton, Cena waiting on Triple H to get in the ring. Bret Hart suplexes Bryan over the top rope. Both men hit the ground. Bret's pissed at Danielson, but you gotta think he can only be mad at himself. Both men are eliminating each other pretty much. And now the game, Triple H is in the ring. Connects with a high knee. Sizes Orton up for the spine buster. Triple H. Pedigree. On to John Cena. Triple H hitting the greatest hits on some of his greatest rivals throughout the years. Wait a minute. There's no way. Jey Uso was attacked earlier tonight. He couldn't defend his tag team title. The championship changed hands because he was not able to compete. His brother was destroyed by the Brothers of Destruction, and he is in the ring, taking it to the game right now. Roman Reigns, the wise man Paul Heyman, looked beside themselves as self-proclaimed main event Jey Uso is out here tearing it up in the middle of the ring with some of the best this industry has ever seen. Orton drops the ropes, so Triple H is eliminated. Jey Uso slides down the back of John Cena, super kick to John Cena. Randy goes for the RKO on Cena, but Cena throws Orton over the top rope. Cena and Uso is about to lock horns, and now the Beast, Brock Lesnar, making his return. After we haven't seen him since last year at the Rumble when he fought Gunther for the ILW Championship. And Brock Lesnar jump into this match and be right back in the title contendership. Brock hits an F5 onto Cena. Belly to belly on Jey Uso. Reverses a sling blade. Hits a German on Finn Balor. Brock Lesnar gets taken down by Gunther. Gunther goes for that power bomb. Cena gets the upper hand, pushes, and uses the momentum of Brock to eliminate both Brock Lesnar and Gunther. Jey Uso now clotheslines Finn Balor. Balor's been eliminated. Jey Uso hangs on. Jey sliding back in the ring. Last two in the ring. John Cena fighting for his 17th time. Jey Uso looks to be wanting to become the tribal chief, the head of the table, potentially. Jey getting the upper hand over Cena. Rips Cena off the ropes. Hits a spear. Shades of his current tribal chief, Roman Reigns. He's sizing Cena up. Jey Uso connects with the rock bottom on John Cena and throws Cena out. Jey Uso just won the 2025 Royal Rumble match. This man walked in tonight, a tag team champion, and walks out with no tag team titles, but all by himself. He is the winner of the Royal Rumble, and it looks like the first man to come congratulate is Roman Reigns. Looking to shake hands, Paul Heyman getting in the way though. Reigns pulls Heyman in front of that super kick, and now Jey Uso looks ready to fight. It looks like he's calling out the Tribal Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to see who main event Jey Uso fights at WrestleMania.